everyone. I'm Alexandria Adams, and we are taking a closer look right now in our streaming studio talking about RiverGate Mall. If you're from this area, you likely remember growing up shopping there and visiting things. It was really booming at one point in time. Well, now there's big changes. So I want to talk about what they're actually doing tonight to celebrate just what was. So I'm going to show you what the mall looked like. This is going to be kind of a throwback for y'all, right? If you lived here throughout the mid-state during their 54 years in existence. So tonight, some people will be taking their final cruise through the RiverGate Mall. There's actually a Facebook group planning to meet up at the mall tonight at 7 p.m. People are saying they're looking to relive a little bit of their youth, a little bit of the glory days, if you will. The mall first opened in the 70s, and of course, it looks very different now. And even with more changes that are planned for the building, Metro Nashville officials are planning to redevelop that property so it can be used for things like housing, retail, and also more medical spaces throughout that area. So the preliminary proposals for this redevelopment of this mall is showing that most of the current RiverGate Mall will be demolished. So I want to show you some of those renderings right here. I'm going to click on another video so you can see. So you're seeing, again, this is kind of a sketch of what this area will potentially look like a little bit down the line. So RiverGate will be redeveloping that area, and there's going to be, again, retail space, entertainment, medical, and other complementary uses, and that's, again, coming from the city. Now, this is a transformational project, they're calling this, a legacy retail site, of course. Mixed use is coming. We know that the city said that they're going to be demolishing most of that mall. Now, here in the next couple of minutes, we're actually going to take a closer look at what is sticking around at that mall. Okay, welcome back. So, we were last talking about what the mall will look like. They're going to be redeveloping, of course, that mall with some of these renderings that you just saw right there. But I will tell you the one thing that is sticking around, they said, is going to be the Dillard store through that area. So it moves also the mall more into the Goodlettsville city limits. So with it currently only being 33% inside of those city limits, the city's saying that number is expected to rise to 60 to 70% with this project, with this mixed use project that they are going to be working on. So I want to tell you also, going back to the event that is happening tonight, showing you now a little bit of that video there of what people can expect in that final cruise around RiverGate Mall. So again, this kind of started with a Facebook group, people saying, you know what, let's go out there, let's relive some of our time out there at that mall. Well, the mall officials management saying that they're delighted to see how enthusiastic people are and the conversations and, you know, just the lightheartedness of what that mall once was. So they were telling people, you know, they are welcome to come and cruise that mall. They are also telling people out of abundance of safety that we're reminding those patrons to use caution when you are driving on all of the access and ring roads around that area. They're telling us that public use of parking lots is reserved for the sole purpose of parking and transit of cars. So no congregations, no tents, food trucks, or tailgating is allowed. But again, they want everybody to have a nice time. They just appreciate you guys following those rules. And of course, you know, this has been a legacy mall here throughout the Nashville area for 54 years, with that mall opening up back in the 1970s. So we'll see, you know, how these plans progress over the next several months as they work to get that done. I appreciate you joining us here on our streaming here on WSMV. I'm Alexandria Adams.